Welcome back, awesome Actually fans and subscribers. Fortnite review time. This is the Season's Greeting Trio set, which I picked up in this really battered box here in China. Quite cheap, all things considered, but it is complete despite the condition of the box. So we come these building parts with this nice sort of Christmas pudding. Painted on, looks quite cool. Some instructions. In terms of weapons, we have this clear icy blue pickaxe looking thing, or ice hammer, I don't know. This candy cane with like a seahorse candy cane walking stick or something. We have this gingerbread man hammer stroke wrench stroke biscuit cutter. We have this shotgun of sorts, and we have this minigun, but no dual barrels. Fortnite don't dual barrels, which is a shame. And also at the bottom, another gun of some description. Is that a machine gun or assault rifle or something? But I didn't buy it for those parts. I bought for the figures. In fact, if I'm honest, I only bought it for one figure, which is the Yule Trooper Father Christmas figure. But never mind. It's nice to have another Cracker Jack in a different colour, and it's nice to have other figures to use as fodder. So we start with, what's his name? No idea. Frozen Lone Ranger. I do like the head sculpt in this. I like this sort of thing over his shoulders. That can be transferred to other figures for your fantasy quite easily. And I do like the indented pattern on the chest and shoulders, because you can, and on the neck, you can paint that and that'll come out really nice. And the head's a good head nice too. So articulation, left, right, not really down. Up is pretty damn impressive. If you want to make a superhero, that's going to be a pretty good body to use with that neck articulation for flying. Okay, shoulders. God, these are so stiff. Really good on his right. And really good on his left, because the shoulder goes underneath the body part there. Bicep bend, let's have a look. Normally it's not great on these on his Fortnite figures. Alright on his right. So under 90 on both hands, which is a shame. He's got trunk, he can turn, he can dip, forwards and backwards. Waist, he can turn. Legs, full splits, really good. Forwards and backwards. Forwards will be quite okay. Backwards is non-existent almost, but still pretty impressive. Hips are really tight. Double kneecap, but the sculpt's going to really get in the way, but still gets over 90 degrees. Thigh turn. Wrists are both like this, both sides. Feet, they turn like this. Tippy toe, pretty damn cool. Dorsal flexation is going to be amazing. Woo! Really good. Just wish that they had a proper turn as well. Not bad, but his shoulders are really stiff. Better than I was expecting, if I am honest. Cracker Jack I reviewed before, so I stick with sister videos. This is just a golden version of him, or the Nutcracker or something. Yule Trooper. I love this Christmas hat. Now, if I'm looking at this beard comes up. Does the hat come off? It looks like it might come off. Because you know what? I would love to get that Christmas hat and beard off and stick on another figure. And I reckon that does come off. In fact, I'm going to have a quick play now. If I break it on camera, I'll have to fix it off camera. or find a way. Let me see. Because a lot of the stuff on these Fortnite figures is glued on underneath with a little notch, and so it does come off with a bit of careful plying. I could put it in hot water, but there should be no need for this one, I'm saying. Let's have a look. I might need to hot water treat it after all. Let's see if I can work around a bit. Because that hat is awesome. And it looks really good, you know, with him and his skull sculpt on his head, and the red outfit for Father Christmas stroke Santa Claus. It does work. But if it's the same standard sculpt as a normal one, then it is moving in the right direction, but it's still stuck somewhere on the crown of his head, I think. Let's work that a bit more, and if I can't get it off on camera, then I'll have to do it off cameras. You guys are going to get bored out of your head. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put that in hot water and see if it comes off, and I'm going to come back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So you can see that the beard is connected to this square part on his head, and there was a peg which I've boiled and then just broke where the hat went on. Now, this hat you can put on other figures, but when it goes cold again, it gets less bendy, less malleable, and it's not that deep. So where it fits on him particularly well, because he's made for it. If I take, let me see, the Frosty Lone Ranger, is that right? It's okay on him as well. But if I take this Acid Rain Civet Sentinel, it has to rest on his backpack there. Otherwise, it's going to be not very secure. But it's pretty cool, and I can stick it back on his head without glue, and it's going to stay quite nicely still. So, if I can get his head back onto the... Wow, that's really stiff. Okay, onto the peg. So, very nice figure. Shame about that, the way they've done the beard there. I'd rather the beard was connected to the hat, but you can still connect that if you wanted to. He looks amazing. His articulation, left and right, okay, up and down. Well, up is really good, down not so much. Side to side a little bit. Shoulders, amazing. Look at that. Biceps, not great on the right, and not great on the left. Small dip side to side, pretty good. Forwards, backwards, and you can turn at the trunk, turn at the waist. Legs, not quite full splits, but good. Forwards, it turns out, it's all right. Double knee joint, not particularly tight, about 90 degrees. Thigh twist, like this on both hands. And his feet have looks like an awesome tippy toe, like top-notch ballerina in combat boots tippy toe. His dorsal flexation again looks fantastic, judging by the joint that I can see here. Wow, that's like phenomenal. Whoa. Really, really good. He's Michael Jackson. His feet, turn and swivel, no proper turn. Really, really like him. He's a top-notch figure. He looks so great as well. I mean, I'm almost tempted just to paint over the bone parts and keep him as a Santa Claus as such, you know, but he is great. And with the hat as well, very, very atmospheric. I'm not going to look at them holding the guns. Actually, I might try the minigun. Because, you know, generally speaking, Fortnite figures aren't great at holding the guns. Now, there is an exception. There's a Rustlord does hold the M16 particularly well. That has to be said. And this is, yeah, this is going to be no exception for the guns as far as I can tell. So he has to hold the minigun at an angle in order for it to stay in his hands, and not a very natural angle. Come on, hat, stay back on again. Yeah, never mind. But a great looking figure nonetheless. Recommended for sure. I would be tempted to just put a bit of blue tack or sticky tack on that. Or I could just put a bit of PVA glue around inside, let it dry because it dries quite rubbery. And that will give a nice bit of grip to it to stay on his head. And other figures' heads like the Acid Rain figure's head that is smaller. Not a bad set, to be fair. I think it's almost worth it alone just for the Yule Trooper. In fact, and for fodder for this guy, especially this sort of sash that comes off, really good for doing your boss fight studios and other fantasy stuff, I think. And your different colour Cracker Jack. Is he called Crack Shot now or something? I've no idea. He can lead out my 5 or 6 of the Cracker Jacks I've got. Great fun, great figures. A nice little purchase, I'm happy with that. So Awesome Action Toys signing out. So then please like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I've got, must be 600. I've got loads of videos for you guys to look at. Lots of content. Do check that out and enjoy. Bye-bye.